It's that time of year. It's time for winter essentials! I thrive my best when I film this video because this is my favorite video to film all year. I'm such a Christmas ass bitch to my core and my heart through and through. I love breathe dye for the holidays, Christmas. I have some beauty, I have some lifestyle, I have fashion, I have a couple of different things I want to talk to you guys about.
Hello everyone, we're in my bathroom again. Only place in this vicinity that gets decent lighting, greasy hair, and 12-hour makeup and everything. But I'm editing this video, and what I have decided is that I think I'm gonna cut out the lifestyle stuff. I think I'm gonna do just a video by itself talking all about lifestyle stuff. I realized that I forgot some things I wanted to mention as well. And also this video is like 45 minutes long. I can't do that to you guys. So the reason I'm putting this in here is because I don't know how I can edit it to make it like a seamless transition. Like I don't know, I think it's gonna be hard to cut out like all the lifestyle or like my talk about it in the intro. So I'm jumping in here in the beginning to let you guys know that I'm gonna cut out the lifestyle stuff. It's gonna be just skincare and beauty, and we'll talk about the body care, the fashion, lifestyle, things like that in another video. Okay, I'm out.
Let's go ahead and jump into this video. This is the, I don't know what it's called. I'll make sure to link it below, but this I'm obsessed with. So I did a video like probably a year ago now. My sister had this, and when she moved over here, I started using hers because it's just like the best thing ever. I don't know what took me so long to buy it, but I finally ordered one, and I was using hers, but when we moved into this house, her room is upstairs and my room is downstairs, and girlfriend's too lazy to be walking up and down the stairs just to do my skincare. Even though I'm an oily girl, I do tend to get dry in certain areas. My forehead gets really dry. I always get dry like around down here, but my T-zone will be really oily, so I still need to exfoliate. I can't stand dry patches on my face. It just drives me crazy. It's never looks cute when your makeup is clinging to dry patches. So I really like this one. This is my favorite head. It's the silicone one. I like the brush heads as well, but this one is my favorite. I feel like it just breaks everything up. My skin was so dry before I did my makeup. I did this right before I did my makeup and just kind of like concentrated in this area, got out, it got rid of everything. I did my skincare, everything was good. My makeup went on nice. I did like a matte powder today, and nothing looks heavy. Everything looks nice and smooth, so I love this. You can get this anywhere. They always have coupon codes. I don't have a code. They don't know me. They don't know who I am, but everybody else has a code. They actually have it at Walmart. I saw it in stores the other day. They have it on like Target, Bed Bath & Beyond. You can get it on the website, but I highly recommend it, and it's very affordable. My Clarisonic finally died, and I needed something new, and I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, I really wanted to try this. Now let's go ahead and move on to skincare, and I'm gonna have some repeat things that I probably mentioned in my last year's video, but that's how you know it's good, because I've been using it for that long. The Bliss Drench and Quench. I don't know what the deal was, but I could not find this in stores anywhere. I finally found it and I snagged one, and I used it today because I'm about to run out of my e.l.f. one, and I forgot how much I loved it. It's so silky, it's so smooth. Your makeup goes on like just a buttery smooth dream on top of it. It's a cream to water moisturizer. I've talked about this so many times, I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but it's really good, affordable, and it hydrates. And if you are an oily person, it won't make you too oily, so don't be scared. But also if you're more on the drier side, I think you would like this as well. I've really started heavily investing in serums, especially since I turned 30. I wanna keep my skin looking as youthful as possible. So I have two I wanna talk about from Good Molecules. I love Good Molecules. They emailed me a couple of months ago and asked me if I wanted to try out some things. I said yes. They sent me a couple of things. They actually sent me a very generous package, which I loved the majority of stuff. Not everything, but I love the majority of their products. They are so affordable. I love them with my whole heart. This is not sponsored. It sounds really sponsored, but it's not. The stuff that I went through, I have repurchased already. So I really love the brand. I love an affordable brand. You guys know I preach affordable. We love to be balling on a budget on this channel. I talk about a lot of drugstore items, and I don't spend a lot of money on skincare, so I love that this is good skincare. It does good for my skin, but at a good price point. So the first one is this hyaluronic acid. This is, I wanna say around like $6 or $7, but I have used several hyaluronic acids, and I swear I used to always think that they're all the same. What's the difference? Who cares? But I didn't really notice a difference until I actually started using this one. I can't skip this step. I love it. I got one for my grandma. I got one for my sister, I think. It's really such a good, dependable formula, and it's so affordable. You literally can't beat the price. I really like that. This, I wanna say, is my second bottle. And then I have this from Good Molecules. This is the pure cold pressed rosehip seed oil. Same thing with this, where I've tried others, and I actually hated rosehip oil because I was like, I felt so greasy. I tried the Ordinary, and I tried another brand, I can't remember, but the Ordinary one, I was like, it would not sink into my skin. Honestly, it looked like I just had oil sitting on top of my face. It would get all over my pillow at night. I stopped using it. I actually think I gave it away. I don't even have it anymore. But when I was a little bit hesitant to try this, because I was like, it's probably gonna be the same situation. Probably it's just not something that works for me. Maybe my skin, you know, doesn't like it or whatever. I tried it, and I'm on my third bottle. This is a brand new bottle. It's my third one, and I love it. It's like 10 bucks. It's a small bottle, but you'll get a lot of use out of it. I do 2 drops on my forehead and then 1 drop on each cheek, and I rub it, kind of like massage it into my skin, and I go up, rub it into my neck, and whatever's left over, I'll rub it into my chest. But ever since I started using Good Molecules and incorporating it into my routine, I use a lot of their products now, which is why I'm saying that. But I just feel like my skin looks really good. I'm really happy with where my skin's at right now. It goes through its phases, trust me, but I feel really confident. I don't know, especially because I'm a little self-conscious because I just turned 31, and I'm like, oh God, it's like, you know, you just get older and older from here on out. It's like, I'm starting to notice my skin's aging a bit, but I feel really good with these products. So I did want to mention that. I do have an affiliate link. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but I have it in my description box. I get a commission, so you don't have to use it. Again, you can use somebody else's link. Totally up to you. It does help me out, so I appreciate it if you use it. But yeah, I love those products so much. Especially with the rosehip oil. I've actually replaced the rosehip oil as my moisturizer. I don't use a nighttime moisturizer anymore. I just use that, and I've noticed wonders. I feel so just hydrated and vibrant, and my skin is just kind of glowing. Let's talk about makeup. This is my favorite part of the video. You know, I'm a beauty girl, I'm a makeup girl. I love my makeup. I have a lot of makeup. Let's get into it. The L'Oreal Freshwater, this is a new one. I haven't even opened it yet, but I had to get my lighter shade because I ran out of my other one. So I'm in the shade 425, and it's really, really nice. I wear it year round, but it's especially nice for this time of year because it's not super matte. Again, we're all a little bit on the drier side. I don't like a really matte, like suck the life out of me matte, but this time of year, I do like my makeup to be not so bronzy and glowy. I tone it down a bit. I go a little bit more on the matte satin side, but I do like to go in heavy with the highlight because I like a, you know, a glistening Christmas star highlight, but I don't go so shimmery with my bronzers. I go a little bit more matte on the bronzer and blush and such. Foundation, I need my skin to not look crackly and cakey and dry and gross. So I love this one. It's really good. This is the best drugstore foundation you'll ever use. It works for me. I'm really oily typically. It works for dry skin. I've used this on my dry skin clients, and it looks beautiful. It's so natural, beautiful coverage, never feels heavy or gross, and it lasts hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. I love also the Maybelline Dewy. I just ran out of that one, so I don't have it anymore, but I love that one. Even though I'm an oily girl, when it wears away in the most natural, like fabulous way ever. It's like $5. You literally cannot beat it. I love that for my dry skin clients as well. And then I also love this one from Ilia. This is a little bit more of a pricier one. It's like a serum infused foundation, but such a beautiful, like glowy. When I see myself starting to get oily, I just kind of tap it in and put it back in place, and it's like it never happened. So this one's great. This would be really, really good for dry skin as well because it's very luminous. I don't want to say it's like too dewy, but it's luminous. It's really light coverage, so if you don't like a lot of coverage, I think you'll love this. But I wore it all through summer, and this is my new mixing foundation. I mix this with a little bit of my more matte foundations to give a little luminosity to it. I typically am not a full coverage girl, but I love this is what I do. I love the sparkly eye. I love the glam, the glitz, everything. It's the holidays bring it out in me. And I love the smoky, big lash, dramatic. It's just like everything is extra, especially during Christmas time. So I like to be a little more full coverage, and I love this powder foundation I mentioned in my haul videos, the Makeup Forever one. On a day-to-day basis, I wear this just by itself. I don't wear it with the foundation. This is actually the first time I set it with foundation, and it looks really nice. I've had my makeup on for you know, a bit now, and I don't look oily. It looks really nice. It wasn't cakey or powdery. You know, some powder foundations, when you put them on top of foundation, they start to build and they crack. They look cakey. I hate that look. I will not do it. I can't stand it with my whole heart and soul. It drives me crazy. But this one is just like butter, and it looks so good on its own as well with no foundation. So I love this. I feel like poreless, very matte. It gives me that extra coverage that I want during this time of year because I'm typically doing heavier makeup. So I wanted to mention that. I've been wearing it for like the last 2-3 weeks straight, and I love it. I haven't touched any of my other powders. This is just my go-to right now. I think I'm one of the only one who hates matte blushes every single month of the year except October, November, and December. I love to go more on just like the matte side. So this is one of my favorites. I've been using this one a lot lately. This is the Becca Wild Honey, and I have it on today. I've had it in my last couple of videos, and this has been actually my go-to. It's probably like a satin, but it has the very lightest flecks of shimmer. I would say like a satin with a glow, but it's really pretty. It just, I don't know, I feel like it just complements my look off. You know, it's like I have a heavy eye, I have a heavy lip. I want my skin to be just kind of like matte, and I want to go in heavy with the highlighter, but I want the rest of my skin to be just that matte look to it. And you guys know me, I love my shimmer bronzers. I love my shimmer blushes. I have like 99.9% of my blush collection is all shimmers. I have like 2 matte blushes probably, but this is just like such a beautiful one this year. I'm really into it. Let's talk about highlighter. And the one I have on today is this one from Becca. It's the cookie one. And for some reason, I gravitate more towards like a icy pink this time of year. I don't know why. I got this because Jaclyn Hill talked about it nonstop. So of course I had to have it too, but I just got it during the 21 Days of Beauty, and I love it. It is absolutely stunning. It's so icy and just like crystally and so incredibly stunning. I love it. I have it on today. I have it on with this one from Fenty, which is my next one. I mentioned this in my last year's video, but this is the How Many Carats, and this is more so of like a highlight topper. I wouldn't wear it by itself. I don't think it does itself justice by itself. It really needs to be on top of something else, which it's kind of like it's a bit excessive because it's like you need a highlight topper, but it's, you know, if you're into makeup and these things excite you like they excite me, it's, you know, whatever. You don't mind taking the extra step if you can afford it. This is a bit pricey. God, it's probably like 30 or 40 bucks, but it's really special. I don't think I've seen a lot of products. Actually, I don't recall any other product that I've seen like this, but this is what she looks like. I've talked about this several times, so I'm sure you've seen it on my channel if you've been watching me, but it's like a jelly texture, and I use it as a highlight topper. I use it mainly this time of year because it's so pretty, and I'll show you what it looks like. It almost reminds me of like the ColourPop Super Shock shadows, like the ones that have almost like that clear base, and then it's just like a hint of sparkle. I do have some on today, but I'll put a little more. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't know, because these lights are bright, they really do wash out highlight, but do you see how it just looks so sparkly and magical. I also love these from Juvia. This is the Tribe Volume 3. I've mentioned this several times, and with reason, because it's so pretty. But again, these are like suited for my skin tone, so I'm not sure how this would look on somebody a little bit deeper, because like me, I'm pretty fair. I have a little bit of a tan still from the summer. If you're kind of like near my skin tone, I think you would like these. They're just very, very icy. These come in different shades as well. They have some that work better for deeper skin tones. This one is the loose highlighter. This is in the shade Cleo. I love this one. This one's like a white gold. It reminds me of the Kylie one. I actually have it, and I bought it because of the hype, and I don't know, it didn't do it for me. It didn't really excite me the way it excited other people. It does remind me a lot of the Kylie Santorini highlighter, but the Juvia's one is just so much more sparkly. One on my middle finger is Kylie, and then the one on my index is Juvia's. So stunning. I mean, just so, it has like these little silver sparkles in it, so they look beautiful. Really love this setting spray, and if you guys know me, you know that I think setting sprays are such a gimmick. This I got in a BoxyCharm, so you know, I used it because I got it in my box. And this, I don't like it for the setting spray aspect. I like it because I like the way it makes my makeup all come together. Honestly, I don't think it does a difference in prolonging my makeup, and I forgot to do some, so I'm gonna do it right now so you guys can see the mister. But this is the Maracuja Miracle Mist, and this is what I wanted the Morphe setting spray to do for me. That one didn't do very much. It made my skin feel too sticky. It was almost like a hairspray type of texture, not quite as sticky as hairspray, but it just, I didn't like the way my skin felt. It felt too tight. This is like the kind of the same thing, but it just makes everything come together in the most beautiful way. Oh God, I wish you guys could try this, but it doesn't have the like Morphe feeling. I know people die for the Morphe setting spray. I'm not a fan, I'm sorry. Don't know really what it does for prolonging my makeup. I really don't feel like I have an issue with my makeup kind of wearing away on me. Kind of gotten down what works for me and what doesn't, but I love the way it melts everything. Everything goes together, gets rid of that powdery look. It just kind of all blends seamlessly. I love that so much. I don't know how much it is, but it is amazing. It feels so good, like cooling on your face. And we all need a facial spray. During year round, especially this time of year, because you want everything to melt together, you want to stay hydrated as well, and that hydrates, but it also makes everything look nice and seamless. But let's talk about palettes, because again, we love the smoky, at least I do. I love the real glittery, the glitz, the glam, the sparkle. I definitely go a lot darker than I normally do this time of year. So I'm gonna mention some of my favorite palettes and some new favorites as well. I love this one from Morphe. This is the Jaclyn Hill, one of the single palettes, and this is Dark Magic. And my black broke, it actually just broke, so I tried to clean it up for you guys. But I love this color scheme. I love to go a little bit more cool tone. I love the taupes this time of year. This one in Power Cut is one of the most beautiful taupes I have ever used. It's one of my favorites ever. And you guys know I don't die for Morphe. I know some people do. They're like live, breathe, die Morphe. I'm not a big Morphe girl. I do like some of their products, but I would say I don't like their products more than I do, but I love the Jaclyn Hill collabs. I know these had controversy, but for me, I thought they were great. And you guys, I'm a freelance artist. I'm very picky with what I use, especially on my clients. So I only like, you know, perfection, and these were great. I love them. I love the more cool tone taupey browns. I reach for this a lot during the holidays. I also use this a lot on my girls during like for Christmas parties and stuff like that. Granted, there's probably not gonna be Christmas parties this year because of Corona. Typically when I do holiday season freelance makeup, everybody always loves it. I also wanted to mention this. This is the Urban Decay Party Favor palette, and I did mention this one and then the Dose of Colors, which I'll talk about in a second in my haul video. But this is just like very glitzy, shiny shadows, almost like what I have on. This one's spaced. I already wore these a couple of times, but these taupey ones are just so pretty. I'll do no shame. Make sure you check out my other video. I did better swatches on my last video, but this is just like so festive, so Christmassy. I'm just a sucker for these. A very clear base with just the sparkle. I love that. That is so my vibe, especially this time of year where it's just all things glitter matter. So I really like this. And then I have this on my eyes today. This is the Dose of Colors. I need a napkin because these swatches are getting out of control. This is so good. I used this for the first time today, and I was expecting it to be good because I love these Dose of Colors palettes. Charlie, sweetheart, baby, please stop jingling. It was gonna be good because all the palettes are good that I've tried in this one, but these colors are just winter for me. They do it for me. I love it. I did go in with like a lighter transition since this one didn't have one. I think I grabbed one from the Raw Beauty Christie collab. I think it's Copper Boxes is what I used in the crease. And then I went in with this beautiful mulberry right here to deepen out here. And then I did this color in the center of my lid and then this in the very front and in my inner corner. Again, go watch my last video. I did much better swatches, but I pretty much used this whole palette. I just didn't use this brown just because I didn't, you know, have a place for it. And then I used the black for the liner. I want to share a few ColourPop Super Shock shadows. These are just the epitome of glitz and I am here for it. So this one I want to mention because it's like a taupier shade and I just love taupes during the holiday season. I don't know why, it's just something about the taupes. This is Cosmic Charge. This is one of my new favorites. It's like a brownie taupey. It has so like much gleam to it when you put it on your eye. I love it so much. Oops, excuse me, I'm busy. Do you see how shiny that is? I love this so much. It's a little bit more on the cool tone side. So sparkly, it's just so pretty swiped across the lid. Ladybird, and I think I've probably mentioned this in every single video I've ever done that has anything remotely to do with Christmas. But so icy, so like Christmas bells. Ugh, I love this one. And these are so affordable. You can grab them at Ulta, you can get them on the ColourPop website, the Ulta website, whatever. They're only a couple bucks. I want to say $5, $6, somewhere around there. You can't beat the price and they're so nice. They just look so good. I have this one from NYX. This is a pigment. I'm sure I've talked about this before. This is Vegas Baby and this is one of my favorite pigments of all time. I have used this on so many clients for Christmas parties and like if they're going to like December weddings. This is just, God, I don't even know how to describe it because you just have to see it, but I think I wear this every year on New Year. So it's this one right here. God, it is just like the most special. So it's like silver, gray, taupe all mixed in one. It has so like an iridescent sparkle to it. It's so beautiful. And again, it's NYX. This freaking jar is gonna last like 20 years. Affordable, I mean, it's gotta be like $7 or $8. This is a newer find for me. It's the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. This one though, in particular, I like for this time of year because it's that taupey vibe. This is in the shade Intense Moonlight and these are so nice. This one is like a sparkly, it's got some sparkle in it. It's so pretty and silvery. I love it. It's so pretty to just take like right here in the very inner corners. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It doesn't move. Oh my God, I love these. I don't know what took me so long to buy these. We're gonna move on to lashes and then lips and then we'll be done. I love lashes. I love wispy, dramatic, natural, all types of lashes, but especially this time of year, say it with me, I love to do a long, fluffy, dramatic, like a va-va-voom type of lash. Kind of like what I have on today. And these are a pair of faux mink lily lashes. I tried to look for them online and I couldn't find them, so I think they're discontinued. Something kind of like this type of vibe where they're like, bam. I have some others that are still available. This is from Kiss, and this is a new lash. I can't remember the name. They're called like Max Out or something, and I think it said they were limited edition, but I've seen them in stores for a while now. This one is the shade, this one is the style Drama, and they look like this. These are really pretty. They're affordable. You can get them at the drugstore, but I love how long they are. They're like 3-dimensional as well. I love that look of a lash when they're like all different like lengths and thickness, and you can see the dimension in them. I think that makes them look so pretty. These are a synthetic lash from Lily Lashes, and these are in the style Dallas. Now these are not for the timid, okay? These are very dramatic. They're like one of those where you put them on and you're like, holy shit. Are these going up to my eyebrows? And yes, they are. But they look so good. These are some of my favorites. I have like 4 pairs of these because I cannot be without them. They're really curled too. Occasionally Lily Lashes will have these on sale for $5. They're like 10 or 11 regularly, but when they have them on sale for $5, I always snag a couple pairs because I love them so much. These are like one of my new favorites. And then these are Kiss. They're the Luxe Extensions in the style Royal Silk. These are probably, I would say, the most natural ones I have, but they're still really like long, they're flirty, they're pretty, they're affordable too. So I have these. I love these so much. They're very like pretty, but still like a little bit more on the dramatic side. I need to do an updated affordable lash video. I have found so many more affordable lashes, and those are probably like my most popular videos on my channel, but I never got around to doing another one. I need to do one. I'm definitely very due for another one. So give me a thumbs up or give me a comment down below if you would like to see one of those. Lastly, we're gonna talk about lips, and first let's talk about the combination I have on today because I love this berry. Ooh, it just gives me all the feels. So this is MAC Half Red Lip Liner, and this is the world's smallest lip liner of all time because I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this guy, okay? So it's like a berry tone, one of my favorite lip liners ever. And I paired it with Very Victoria from Charlotte Tilbury. Now this is a matte lipstick, but it's like the most beautiful, comfortable matte you'll ever wear. It has a bit of shine to it, but this is just like the perfect Your Lips But Better. For me, when I put this on, I was like, this looks like my lips, but 20 times nicer than my natural lips. So especially this time of year, I mean, let's take a shot at this point every time I say it. I love this color. It's so pretty, so berry, so festive. Such a pretty color, but also beautiful, beautiful formula. I love the formula, her lipsticks especially. And then let's talk about some fun ones. Let's get into the reds, babies. I have to have a lip liner when I do a red lip. I cannot do a matte red without a lip liner, and still through all these years, my favorite is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Spicy. You can get it at the drugstore. I love the formula of these. I've talked your ears off about these already, but this is just my favorite one. It's very affordable, very budge proof. It doesn't move. Love it, love it, love it, love it so much. And it's the only red lip liner that I have in my collection because that's my favorite. On to the liquid lips, because for me, I've got to have a semi-matte lip, even though I hate matte lips. It's for me like the bold lip, it's got to be something that's not going to move. I don't want it all over my face or in my teeth. I don't know if you can still get this one, but this is the I Love Sarai and ColourPop one. I love this lip. This is just like one of the most beautiful, beautiful, rich cherry red colors. I think this one's going bad. I do have backup, but I think this one's starting to go bad, and this is not gonna move. These are really drying, the ColourPop Ultra Mattes. They're very drying. Make sure you are wearing a lip balm underneath or your lips are very hydrated. I love this, but I found another one I love more just because of the formula. And again, I know a lot of people love matte. I hate matte. My lips are always chapped. I don't think I'll ever be able to do something that's not like a very creamy type of matte just because my lips are so crusty all the time. But when my lips are in good condition, I reach for this one because it does not move. I mean, it is not coming off your lips unless you're taking like makeup remover and wiping it off. So that one is really great. It's affordable. Again, I don't know if they still have that collab, but it is like just one of the perfect Christmas reds. But my ultimate favorite is this one from Milani. It's the Satin Matte in number 10. And I love this one because it is a satin. So although I mean, it doesn't really move. I don't want to say it moves because it's not going to bleed or anything, but it will wear away around in the center, whereas the ColourPop one doesn't. But it is a satin, so it's very comfortable. It's like a little bit of a whipped formula. I mean, it is just so freaking comfortable. I get compliments every single freaking time I wear this, and it's from the drugstore, again, on the affordable side. And if you hate mattes, but you want a pretty bold red that's not gonna move really, and is gonna look good and stay in place and just be like, bam, that is Christmas red, I would highly suggest you try this one, especially if you don't want it to dry your lips out. So that one is really great. That's my favorite. And then this one from Dose of Colors, this is in the shade Date Night. And I like the Dose of Colors formula. I'm gonna put it next to the lip liner. Again, it's just more on the matte side. I tend to wear these when my lips are just a little bit more hydrated. I'm not having issues with them that day. They wanna act right. So this is just a little bit more of like a deeper red. So here's the lineup right here. This is Date Night from Dose of Colors. So yeah, I think that's it. That's everything. This video is gonna be 20 years long. I am so sorry, but it's my favorite video to film. None of us are probably really doing very much because it's Corona Christmas. But you know, if you're just getting together with your immediate family, even if it's just like your kids, your spouse, let's just get glam and feel good. I always feel really good when I do my makeup because I just love doing my makeup. I love, you know, feeling good about myself and feeling like just everything like bam bitch, it's time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some really wonderful things to get you through this winter and you know, some really beautiful makeup to wear in your living room on Christmas morning, Christmas night, whatever. It's like we gotta make the best out of what we're dealt with right now until we get over this thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave me your suggestions below. I love talking to you guys. I love hearing about new things and trying new things. Leave me your winter suggestions. If you've tried any of this stuff, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!